Hi, evening everyone. Hope you're well. So we'll do a quick setup and then we're going to get moving in the warm-up quite quickly. We've got a little bit of everything tonight. Got a bit of focus on back mobility initially. So let's find our stance, feet hip distance. I'll turn to the side to set you up tonight. Let's build from the bottom up. So finding even weight in the feet, making sure knees are not too bent or too locked, finding our neutral spine, moving through our forward and back if you need to, finding that gentle curve, drawing in through the abdominals, then rolling the shoulders up and back and dropping them down and drawing the head back too. So keeping the tension in and breathing into the rib cage. So let's take arms wide. We're going to cross the arms around the back, open the arms, and then reach up and all the way down. Then take a side bend one way and a side bend the other way. So let's do that again. We cross, as we cross and rounding through the back. We reach up. As we come down, we can open through the chest. And then a side bend and a side bend. So we can exhale and inhale. We can do that again here. And then we're going to add on 2 swings. So we're going to swing through. I'm going to rise up onto the balls of the feet, swing through again, rise up again. So we round, we open, we lift, we open, side bend, and then swing up on the balls of the feet, swing again, up on the balls of the feet. Let's do one more. Hold for a moment. Okay, great stuff. So come down to the ground. Feel free to take a roll down if you want to, or just come and take a seat with me. Okay, so we're starting quite gentle, so if you don't feel that warm yet, you'll be fine. So we're setting up bridge, feet hip distance and quite close to the bottom. And we're rolling up into our bridge through the spine. So tailbone lifting first. We can draw the abdominals in too. We're rolling up and then we're rolling back down. And do this in your own time. If you're particularly stiff in your lower back, you might need to take a bit more time on the way down. See if you can give the roll up an inward breath. And the roll down an outward breath. And if you can keep the abdominals engaged, do. Sometimes people find it hard to roll through the spine and to concentrate on 2 different things. So just do what works best for you. When you've done 3 or 4 of them, on your next one, when you get to the top, see if you can take your arms over the head, leave the arms there, and then roll back down. Okay, there's a lot more work in the mid-back, so see how that feels for you. We leave the arms there as we roll back down, and then we bring the arms by our side. Let's do one more. And then you might just want to take a moment and draw the knees in. And you might even just want to rock a little bit side to side. We're coming back to our bridge and we're going to do some work in a held position at the top. So planting feet again, rolling up. And then I want you to see if you can bring your arms here. Now what that does is that makes you a bit less stable because we've taken this support away. So I want you to then see if you can squeeze your bottom and draw in the abdominals so everything becomes still. Now I'm going to do 3 repetitions each side. You've got the option either to lift the heel or to lift the leg. First of all, let's just roll back down and take a moment. So you might want to try it with the heel first, progress it if you can. I'm not going to give you any rest in between, but you can take it if you want to, okay? So see how you feel. So let's roll up, lift the arms, set your position really well, and then either lift the left heel or the left leg. I'm going to hold for 5 and see if we can get everything to be really still. Then place the leg down, check your position again, and change your legs. Now you might decide you only want to do 2 seconds, or you could even do a bit longer. Reset. If you need to roll down, take a moment, knees into chest. Otherwise stay here and let's go again. So left leg. Now if you're feeling really strong, this would be an even harder option. So you've got heel, leg up or leg long. Foot down. Change sides, keep squeezing abdominals, keep squeezing the bottom. Hold. You might start to feel this a bit now through your back and your glutes, so you might want to roll down again, take a break. I'm staying here tonight. When you're ready, come back up and join me, and you've got your 3rd rep. So you're going to lift your right leg, find your position. Foot down, make sure you're not dropping your hips, change legs. And then roll down. And that should feel good to come down if you haven't come down at all. So bring knees into chest. And then let's just stretch through just the back of the leg there. So draw the leg towards you. And change sides. Okay, come and sit up. I'm going to take some roll backs here. So I'm still focusing on back mobility quite a lot in these. I want you to still feel it in the abdominals too. And I don't want the back to feel uncomfortable, but we are concentrating initially on just really rolling through the lower back. So we're rolling back, squeezing in the abdominals. So we might not go quite as far. And then we're rolling back up and coming back to neutral here. So we exhale and we inhale. Now you can do whatever you want to with your legs. So if your hips tighten up, you could have your legs straight. Lifting the chest at the top there. Let's do one more. And rest. Just take a twist one way. And a twist the other way. So on this second set, we're still only doing 4. Some of you might be able to go further down. I can't go that low on these, I'm not very good at them. So see how you go. We're going to add a little bit with the arms too. So we're going to roll back here. And then inhale and roll up and reach up. So you've done this with me before, I think. So we're rolling down, exhale, shoulders stay relaxed. Inhale, reach up. One more. Okay, so let's take the twist again. If anyone feels like they need to go into child's pose, shell stretch for a moment, or just change their position, feel free to go there. Okay, bring hands behind you now. Have your legs straight or bent. and be in a V-sit about halfway through. Now, it doesn't matter if you come out of neutral and you round your low back, but if you can, see if you can keep a lot of length in your spine. Now, I'm going to do this in 2 levels. So I'm going to lift the right arm, tighten the abdominals, and we're going to inhale, take the right arm out to the side, exhale and bring it in. Now, you should probably get this in the left side of your abdominals. But with the arm there, you're getting some decent support, hopefully, so the back's okay. Okay, let's change sides. You can sit up if you need to briefly. Tighten abdominals so we open. We're not twisting the body, we're staying facing forward. So we're working through one side. If you're not feeling it, come back a bit more. And then roll up. Reach up and take a side bend. And then come over to the other side. So you can do that exactly the same, or you can have a go at having both arms off. So you roll back, you tighten the abdominals, you find your position, and you take one arm out and then one arm in. So we're doing 4 each side. So we inhale and we exhale. And I want this in the abs, not in the backs. And the mobility section is over. We're building strength now. So if you're feeling it in the wrong place, sit up a little bit, tighten your abdominals a bit more. And roll up. Take a reach and then bring soles of the feet together. I'll just show you this way and just come forward for a moment. So I've got one more bit of work for you there in V-sit. I'm going to go straight into doing it with both arms, but like we did the first time, you could have one hand down and do 4 one side and 4 the other side if you need to. The arms are going in a different direction this time. So let's roll back, find your position. Tighten abdominals, relax shoulders. We're going to lift. Inhale, exhale. Now the higher you lift, the harder it is. So you could make them short if you want to. You could roll back further if you're not feeling it. Let's do 1 more each side. And roll up. So let's come back to that same position of soles of the feet together and come forward. Okay, so a little bit of work on the knees, but you could do this all laying on your front. So if you're coming on your knees, you come to all fours and you find your neutral spine, or you lay on your belly and do the same thing with your leg that I'm going to do. So we're going to extend one leg back and we're making arcs or semicircles with the leg. So if you're laying down, the foot doesn't necessarily have to cross the other one, it could just go out and in. I'll show you in just 1 second. So we've done about 8 and we're going to do 8 more. So you carry on up there. If you're laying down, it's more like this. It doesn't cross. So we've got about 4 more. Let's keep abdominals pulled in. Could always be on fists here. Okay. Now, we're staying on our knees and we're going to take some waiter's bow. So I want you here and I want you to bring your hands to your ears. If you can't kneel, you can do it here. Back extensions laying on your front. Otherwise, rather than lifting, we're coming forward. Now, the idea is that we keep this neutral spine. So we hinge from the hips. We come as far forward as we can, and then we return to where we were. So if you're laying on your front, you're lifting as we're coming forward. Let's keep our elbows out. And what you've really got to watch here is that you don't come out of neutral. So this is what I often see happen. People round. It's not that. We want to build strength in the lower back. So abdominals tight, tip forward, raise back up. If you find it easy, if you're keeping your neutral spine, I'm trusting you that you've got to be keeping your neutral spine though, to bring your arms here. Let's do one more. Okay, come and lay on your front. So we should all be on our fronts now. Rest your head on your hands and bring your feet close together. We're now making, in class I always call this the McDonald's exercise, because we're making an M or a M with our feet or with our legs. So 2 semicircles, they lift out and they come in. Up and out, up and in. So I hope that makes sense. That's your M there. Not that I frequent McDonald's. Two more. Okay, well done. So climb yourself back up, and we're going to repeat that sequence starting with the other leg. So we really find our neutral spine, we extend the other leg behind us, and here are our leg arcs. I'm trying to keep neutral the whole time. I'm trying not to move my back excessively. Just let your breath flow. If you can, think about your abdominals. I've completely forgotten about mine. If you can think about them and draw them in while you're here, do. 4 more. And rest. You should have felt that more than the first time. Either coming to back extensions on the ground or your weight is bowed. So hands here, drawing elbows back, or arms here. We're only doing 4 this time. So we're tipping from the hips and we rise back up. Now, I know you're going to feel something in your legs, but I want you to try and use your back to pull you back up. So the lower back lifts you up. Okay, come and lay yourself down now. And we're doing one more set of McDonald's. So we did about 10. Should feel some fatigue now in your bottom. Really keep those legs straight as much as you want to bend them. Two more. Okay, well done. Now, coming around at your back, or roll onto your back and draw your knees in, because we're going there next. So let's all come there. And let's take a glute stretch here. So bring one foot across your knee and pick your legs up. And then the leg you've got crossed, I want you to take that leg out to the side and just stretch the inner thigh, because that would have worked on those McDonald exercises. And let's do those stretches on the other side. Let's take that leg out to the side. Okay, so relaxing shoulders wide, setting knees up above hips. I haven't been saying for the last few weeks that you've always got this option to have, or last few days to have the option of the leg on the ground, but hopefully you know that if anyone needs that today. Otherwise, knees are both lifted and we're in neutral, so we're not pressing too much, we're not arching too much. If you can, rather than having the knees here, really focus on having knees above hips today. And we start lowering and lifting. Focusing the whole time here on really tightening, bracing these abdominals. Upper abdominals quite relaxed, but really drawing in here. So we're going to start to drop and then circle the leg out to come in. If your hips don't like this, just come directly up. Otherwise, drop and circle, drop and circle. Okay, take a short rest. So if you don't, once we get going in the next one, if it's too challenging for you, you can repeat what we just did. Otherwise, we're going to do some leg crosses and a double leg circle. So we reset just how we were. We're going to cross the legs. We're going to do 6 today, and then a double leg circle. So the easier way is to do them here and just keep drawing the abdominals in. So join in when you're ready. I'm just going to move very slightly. If you can, you're going to lower your legs on those 6 and circle them back up. Just keep breathing, yeah? Keep drawing in the abdominals. You shouldn't have any challenge of not feeling it there. Take the legs further away if you can maintain neutral. Don't go as low if you can't. Should we do 2 more? And rest. So let's take a stretch. Just stretch arms and legs away. Okay, so I'm going to set this up in a lower level today and then take you to the full session. So you've just got one full exercise. So you've got one leg bent, your leg dropping and lifting, and you're going to curl up as the knee comes in. Now I don't mind how far the knee comes in now, so it could come in further. So we're crunching and lowering, tongue behind top teeth. We should all feel this, because as you draw your knee in, you're getting everything crunching together. That's change legs. So we come in and lower, or it could even look a bit more like this. You could extend. So you can play around with that. Let's do one more and rest. I found that surprisingly hard actually. So the harder version is to do it with both legs, so it becomes double leg stretch that you've done before. We're going to start with the curling in. So we're going to lift the knees and curling everything in, and then either lowering or extending. Now we've done it with 2 legs. Sorry, we've done it with 1 leg. So you know you can do it that way if you want to. We're doing 2 sets, so we're only doing 8 in each set. So we're in and we lengthen, we're in and we lengthen. 2 more. Okay, just put the feet on the ground and drop them to me. We're going to do one final set, and I'm going to invite you, if you can, to come into a reverse curl as your knees come in. Now they're already coming in quite a lot, so if you can, we're just going to try and lift that tailbone off a bit. So just have a look. So as you come in, well, if you just look at my lower body, you're going to see if you can just lift the tailbone a little bit off the ground. So you'd come in, then you'd extend. So join in when you're ready. Make it smooth if you can. That's better. Exhale. So it's not a jolty movement at the top, it's just an extension of the curl in. 2 more. This is a killer. And rest. All right, stretch arms long. Let's take a stretch through the right arm and the left leg. Push the heel away. And then do right arm and left leg. Gosh, that 25 minutes has just flown for me. So I hope it has for you too. So come and sit up. Bring your right leg over. I'm going to take a twist here. So wrapping that right leg and turning. And if you want a bit more of a twist, bringing the elbow to the thigh. That'll just help your back feel better after all of that work. Let's change sides. Bring your hands behind you now and just really lift through your chest. So you get a lovely stretch there through the chest. And then come forward. I don't mind if legs are together or apart. I want your lower back just to soften here more than a stretch in the legs. So just come forward. Let the shoulders drop, let the head drop. Okay, and I'm going to finish there. So that felt like quite a good workout to me. I hope it did to you. Any questions? Just ping me a message. Okay, lots of love. Bye.